Right now, when most people think about AI, they think about a chat box. You open an app, type a question, wait for a response, and that's it. A conversation, a back and forth, something that feels contained inside a screen. But that version of AI? It's about to change. Because AI is no longer being built just to respond, it's being built to act. And once that shift happens, AI doesn't stay inside a chat box anymore. It breaks out into the real world. So what does that actually mean? It means AI is moving from something you talk to into something that works for you. Let's start with the limitation of today's AI. Right now, most AI systems are reactive. You ask, it answers. You prompt, it responds. You guide it step by step. But imagine if instead of asking AI to do things manually, you could simply tell it a goal, not write this email, but handle my emails today, not book a flight, but plan my entire trip. That's the next phase of AI, and it's already starting to happen. These systems are often called AI agents, and they're very different from chatbots. Because an agent doesn't just generate text, it can take actions, it can browse websites, fill out forms, send messages, analyze data, make decisions based on changing information. In other words, it doesn't just think, it does. Now imagine what that looks like in real life. Instead of opening 5 different apps to manage your day, you give one instruction. Organize my schedule, prioritize my tasks, and reschedule anything that conflicts. And it just happens. Behind the scenes, the AI is interacting with your calendar, your email, your work tools, coordinating everything without you micromanaging it. That's a completely different experience, and it's why the chat box is starting to feel like a temporary phase, because the real goal isn't conversation, it's automation. Now let's take this a step further. AI isn't just breaking out into software, it's moving into physical systems. Robots, smart devices, autonomous vehicles, factories, warehouses. Think about it. When AI connects to machines, it doesn't just give answers, it creates outcomes. A robot doesn't just explain how to move a package, it moves it. A self-driving car doesn't just describe a route, it drives. This is where things start to get real, because once AI moves into the physical world, its impact becomes visible, tangible, immediate. Now here's another shift happening at the same time. AI is becoming proactive. Instead of waiting for instructions, it starts anticipating needs. It learns your habits, understands your preferences, recognizes patterns, and then it acts before you even ask. Your AI assistant might remind you to leave early because traffic is building. It might suggest replying to an important message before you forget. It might even handle tasks automatically based on past behavior. That level of integration changes how we interact with technology, because instead of constantly managing tools, the tools start managing themselves. Now, this doesn't happen overnight. There are challenges. Trust is a big one. If AI is going to act on your behalf, you need to trust that it will do the right thing. Accuracy matters, security matters, control matters. People need to feel confident that they can step in, override decisions, and understand what the AI is doing. That's why this transition is happening gradually, step by step, from chat to assistance to action. But the direction is clear. Now let's talk about why this shift is happening now. There are 3 major forces driving it. First, better models. AI systems are becoming more capable. They can understand context, follow complex instructions, and handle multi-step tasks. Second, integration. AI is being connected to tools, APIs, and platforms. That allows it to interact with real systems, not just generate text. And third, demand. People don't just want answers anymore, they want results. They want AI to save time, reduce effort, and handle complexity. And the only way to do that is to move beyond conversation. Now think about what this means for businesses. Customer service changes. Instead of chat support, AI can resolve issues automatically. Operations change. AI can manage workflows, monitor systems, and optimize processes. Even entire roles could shift. Because when AI can take action, it doesn't just assist work, it becomes part of the workforce. And that's where things get disruptive. Because every industry that relies on repetitive, structured tasks could be affected. Finance, logistics, healthcare, retail, all of them. Now here's the bigger picture. The chatbox was never the final form of AI. It was the interface, a way for humans to interact with something new, a bridge between traditional software and intelligent systems. But once people get comfortable with AI, the interface starts to disappear. You don't need to open AI anymore. It's just there, running in the background, helping, optimizing, acting, just like the internet today. You don't think about using the internet, you just use apps that rely on it. AI is heading in the same direction, and when that happens, it becomes invisible, but more powerful than ever. Now, does this mean chat-based AI is going away? No, it will still exist, just like keyboards still exist, but it won't be the center anymore. It will be one of many ways to interact with AI, not the main one. And that's what makes this moment so important, because we're watching AI evolve from something you talk to into something that works alongside you, and eventually, something that works for you. So when people say AI is about to break out of the chat box, they're not just talking about a new feature, they're talking about a fundamental shift from conversation to action, from tools to systems, from assistants to agents. And once that shift fully happens, the way we use technology might never look the same again.